Hey guys, it's Vanessa, and today I'm talking about my eating disorder. I decided about 5 minutes ago that I was gonna sit down and just make this video because I've been thinking about it and I haven't been doing it, and there's no time like the present. I think I would have freaked out if I told my younger self that I was going to make this video or that I was going to talk about my eating disorder in any way, shape, or form. I would say a majority of the reason why I am plus size is because I used to binge eat. And if you kind of don't really know what that is, it's basically when you're upset, you kind of overcompensate by eating food that you really like, which is usually like high in fat, or at least it was for me. This is just so weird to talk about. I feel like kind of weird talking about it because I've never really explained it to anybody. I would say this was from the time I was like in elementary school to about sophomore year in high school. I definitely saw that my binging got worse over the years, and then by sophomore year going into junior year, I was pretty much starving myself for a while, and I was going through dizzy spells. I believe I was really low in iron at that time because I just felt really lightheaded and I just didn't feel good at all. I kind of kept it from everybody in my life until now, so hey, I was starving myself for a while. Basically, I believe it was during like the summer going into junior year, I was working out a lot. I was working out pretty much like almost 3 times a day, and it was consistently after every single meal. I had an app on my phone where I was tracking all of my calories, and basically what I was trying to do was burn off as many calories as I ate, which is just freaking weird now that I think about it. And I would constantly check my weight on the scale. I would check it in the morning and I would check it at night, which is really unhealthy because anytime that I would check it and it was just slightly above what it was before, I would get really, really upset with myself. And your weight fluctuates so much, like by a tiny amount every time that you check it, so that was just so unreasonable looking back at it. I was in such a negative state of mind that I believed that I needed to be less every single time that I went on the scale, and if I wasn't, then I was bad or I was eating too much and I needed to just basically cut off more calories so that I would burn more weight, or I would burn more. So yeah, I was going through pretty crazy dizzy spells and I was recording them, and basically I was trying to pretend like the reason why I was getting dizzy wasn't because I was changing my diet, which is so weird now that I think about it. Obviously the reason why I was getting dizzy is because I wasn't giving myself enough nutrients. I was eating healthy, which is good, but I just wasn't eating enough food for how much I needed to be eating. So eventually I kind of stopped doing that on my own. I think I was just kind of fed up with not feeling good all the time. By about the time I was in my senior year, that was when I started to get more into YouTube and watching people that were plus size and kind of coming to terms with who I am and really starting to love myself. I think that was a big part of it, was that I was so unhappy with how I looked on the outside, but really it was, I wasn't happy who I was on the inside either. YouTube kind of became my oasis and where I kind of realized what I was doing wrong. That's pretty much everything that I've gone through. My eating disorder was something that I was really, really ashamed of. And that's why I think it is so hard to talk about it now, because although I'm not ashamed of it, I still have those like back in my head kind of thoughts about it where I'm like, you can't tell anybody, it's a secret, like, you know, kind of thought process, which is just so crazy because If you've ever dealt with an eating disorder or you are right now, like, please talk to somebody about it, because it's not good to just keep it all in your head and just feel so unhappy about yourself or unhappy about your body image. Now that I'm in a better state of mind, I definitely see like how negative and how bad and how repetitive my habits were, and now I'm just such a happier person, and I really wish that I had somebody there that could have told me this beforehand. And I'm really happy that I got into YouTube. That's about it. I hope you guys can kind of like see my journey and see where I am now, and know that it gets better, and know that you don't have to feel shitty about your body. You don't have to be upset. You can learn to love your body and love yourself internally, and once you do that, then the outside really reflects that. Basically, I want to say that it's okay, and this isn't how you're gonna feel forever. It's not even how you're gonna feel 5 years from now, so at least think about that. Of course, there's like other factors that were weighing on me back then that were definitely influencing me, but overall, you have a choice about how you feel about your body and do things to harm my body, and really, you can break out of that if you want to. You can be more caring to your body and choose to eat well and not starve yourself or not binge. So those are ultimately decisions that I had to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this like more raw version of me, and I hope I can do more stuff like this in the future. I always kind of get worried about doing these kinds of videos, but I think a few of you like it, so I'll keep doing it, and maybe just give me some encouragement in the comments and give this video a like if you liked it, and I love you guys so much. Bye! Hey guys, it's Vanessa, and today I am doing a ColourPop hits and misses video.